Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's pick a card reading, we are going to be getting into what is going on with your aura at this moment. Some of you guys might have something a little funky showing up, so if you're feeling a little bit funny, or if you have a suspicion that maybe someone has placed either a curse or a hex on you, that could be something that shows up. Or if you just want to know what your aura is like, then we will absolutely be getting into that today. So, pile 1 is going to be this beautiful Pelican Oracle card, along with the Labradorite Crystal Skull, which I feel like I never give enough attention to, and she is such a beautiful piece of work. Look at all of that fire that she has going on with her. So she's making her debut today. I've had her for a long time. She was my first of my large crystal skulls. Pile number 2 will be the gorgeous Selenite Skull, along with the Sun Oracle card. And then third, last but not least, will be the Black Obsidian Crystal Skull, along with the Past Lives Oracle card. And per usual, we have Beast here, so I apologize for any doggy noises that make its way into this video. He is a Pisces, and as such just loves to tell everyone how he's feeling all the time. All right, so how I usually choose is there's usually a card or a crystal that really calls to me. If you have more than one card calling to you, then it's entirely possible that there is more than one message for you here. If nothing is calling out to you, don't force it. It could be that there is nothing for you here. You can, of course, listen to the intro for each pile. I will put the timestamp in the description so you can figure out how to get to your pile if you don't just look through for where it changes. But I'll give you a couple seconds to figure out which card is your card or which crystal. Sometimes it's not even the card that calls to me. Sometimes there's like a crystal that really speaks to me. So whatever is calling to you now. All right, guys, let's get started. Hello, pile 1. I hope you are excited for your aura reading today. We are going to start by reading the back of this oracle card. This is also assigned Aries as an astrological sign or a zodiac sign. So Aries could be significant to you, either sun, moon, rising. You could have a lot of Aries energy, or Aries being the beginning of the zodiac. You could be on a fresh new adventure. The pelican is the first bird you encounter as you cross over the spirit plane. It is known as the Emperor of the Unknown. The glowing scepter in its claws filters the world you see, and instead the pelican shows you what must be seen. It is the guide for yourself within yourself. It requests your deepest fears, sorrows, pains to come to the surface. For some, only mere hours are spent with the pelican. For others, it can be years. Once you have settled your physical karmic debt, the pelican takes the debt into its scepter and grants your passage forward. Okay, so you guys could feel like you're on like, and I'm sorry, this isn't the beginning new. What is associated with this card is divine masculine energy. So you could have some work to do with your divine masculine energy. You could either physically be or identify as male. You could really be operating from your male energy at the moment. So let's get a reading now on your energy. interested to see what pops out for you here. All right, what's going on in your aura right now? What's happening? What's going on? How you guys doing? Interesting. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So what I'm picking up now, I don't know if something just happened that got you kind of like down and out, and it could have been something that happened like very suddenly. It hit you. There might be something going on with your finances that you're really allowing to affect you. And what I am also going to point out is that there is a lot of darkness in these cards. Like if we take a deeper look at this card, you see how it kind of has like this skull hidden in this dark cloud that's about to eclipse the sun. And then the pelican also is surrounded by a lot of darkness. And then we have a lot of darkness that's going on with this cloud. You might feel like you are under some sort of attack, either like a psychic attack or something about that, but there's something messing with your energy for sure. But this is what is in the middle of these two things is we have the maze here, and the message that comes with the maze is it's like you're going through this maze, you're walking around, you're just kind of meandering, and what you don't realize is that you actually have the option to just exit the maze whenever you feel like it. So yeah, that's an option for you for sure. You don't have to stay, you have options here, right? You don't have to stay stuck in this energy forever. Let's get some more information though. I feel like you're really stuck in like a kind of like a lack. And I see that it's not really like your thought process, right? It's happening in the physical world. It's not so much how you're thinking about things, it is happening in the physical world. And then we have a significant, so far, a good amount of fire energy happening here with the 8 of Embers and then the Pelican also being a fire sign. We'll see what other energies want to show up here right now. You might have like some brain fog going on, yeah, especially with this this cloud coming in purple, and purple being associated with your third eye chakra. You might have like a block that's happening there, and then you might have a block that's also happening in your masculine chakras, right? Because we have a lot of orange and yellow that's happening over here, but then there's a lot of cloudiness in this orange and yellow. So your motivation, you might be feeling like your motivation has been like completely sapped from you. You might be going through a bit of a depressive episode where you feel like you're just kind of meandering along, going around in circles, not really making too much progress. Okay, we have the 9 of Cups. We have the 5 of Swords. Okay. And then we, oh geez. Oh no. Oh, if you feel called to this reading, Pile 1, there is for sure a reason, because there is something going on in your energy for sure here, Pile 1. We have the 5 of Swords coming out here. We have death coming over the Five of Trees, it's like there's something that's really stunting your ability to either acquire or maintain abundance right now. And then with the Nine of Cups, I feel like there is something that you really want. It's like a desire that comes from your heart that you really want. Like you could really be desiring some sort of growth. You could be whatever it is, whatever it is that you want. And it's like, it's giving like there's an assault on that's happening at this moment. And it's really causing you a little grief. You're getting in your head about it a little bit, I see here. Your thoughts might be prone, like with this being a card of thoughts, and then there's like all of this gray. There's not a lot of color that's being used here. You might have a hard time being optimistic at this moment. And yeah, and I feel like your thoughts have a tendency to be really kind of like cyclical, like you're going and then you stop and you kind of go in circles, and you're just like, you don't know how to get out of this thought pattern that you're in right now. It could be something that's really overwhelming you. Let's get some more information. There's a lot of interesting stuff going on here. I'm a little worried for you, pile one. Okay. All right, let's get some more information. We have 10 of Wands. Yep. Something is making getting what you want like just so difficult. It is making it incredibly difficult. Wheel of Fortune, Fate. Interesting. Okay. Four of Swords. All right. Okay. So we have some pretty intense major arcana going on here. We have the Wheel of Fortune, we have Death, and then this would, the maze would be associated with Temperance, and then we have the Pelican as the Emperor. So there is some, and then what we will think about when we think about the tarot and we think about the timeline of tarot, we have the World as like a final ending, right? Because that's like the ending, that's the ending of the tarot. That's the last card in the deck. That's it. There's no more tarot cards after that for the major arcana. And then we think about tens as stops along the way, and also death. Like people think of death as like an ending, but it's an ending on the way to the final ending. It's not like the end all. It's not the end of your story. It's just the end of, a chapter. So and then the Wheel of Fortune is also, tens are endings are represented by the number 10. So the Wheel of Fortune is also some sort of significant change. So we have a lot of change. Like there's a shift that's happening for you, and it's happening on an energetic level, and it is making things incredibly difficult. Like we have what you want here, we have what you're wishing for, we have what you're hoping for, we have everything that you're dreaming of, but it's surrounded by one, this card that looks like an assault, and two, the 10 of Wands. And it's like what you want, it comes with a great amount of responsibility, and it's like, the responsibility of the thing that you want itself could be what's making it difficult and what's weighing you down, or it could be like you think you want this thing, but it actually comes with a lot of responsibility that you are not aware of, and so you're being stopped from being able to obtain it, to achieve it, because there's something that it comes with that I don't think you are fully prepared for. Okay, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune, Five of Swords, and the Maze. Yeah, so and we have so much, the Wheel of Fortune, right? It's also a very cyclical card. It's traditionally represented by a wheel that just turns and turns and turns. It is the Wheel of Time. It is always turning, and I feel like you're really in your head. Like there's something that you just keep turning about. And there's a healing that needs to happen to enact some sort of good change, to see a change that happens for the better. And it could have to do with your own perspective on things. Like you might be under the notion that in order to get ahead in life, there are certain things that you have to do to propel yourself forward that might not be true. And then we have, it is like something is just, yeah, something is like completely just sapping your energy at the moment. And it's put like a pretty drastic halt for you being able to gain any sort of momentum. And it might even, the answer right now is absolutely no movement. It could be that you have also worked so very hard, and you might have a hard time giving yourself rest. And what's calling for here is to lean into, especially with how you came out as the pelican, and the pelican being divine masculine. So then we have a call for recuperation, and we have all of this purple. Not only do we have all of this purple here, but then swords are govern your upper chakras. So swords are about communication. They're about your thought processes. They're about your dreams, your visions, stuff like that. So it's really being called to lean into your more feminine chakras, which are in charge of sitting still and observing. And, you know, it's time for some recuperation. This isn't the time for achieving, for forward movement. This is a time for rest. And then the other thing that I am going to point out here is, so far, the dominant colors happening is we have a lot of green with some purple, and then some orange as the colors that are popping out. But we do also have a lot of darkness that's happening. Like when we look at the pelican is surrounded by darkness. We have the smoke that's popping up in this cloud, and then we have the dark cloud that's about to eclipse the sun in that one. So that is what I'm finding really concerning. It could be that you are in a very dark place at this moment where you're having trouble really thinking positively. I hope that it's not picking up your intentions. And I don't really think it is, because again, it's popping up as pentacles and as wands, so it's not really about like your thoughts. There's not a lot about your thought process here other than the need to recuperate at this moment, as shown with the Four of Swords. So I feel like this is something that's like happening, that is infiltrating your energetic fields. And then as strong astrological signs, what I will point out for right now is Aries and Scorpio. Let's see what more information we can get here. Pile one. My poor pelicans, you guys seem like you're really going through it right now. I'm so sorry that this is happening to you. It's almost like you're at war with something, and it could just be that you're at war with yourself about something, but it's almost like you're at war, and it's just draining you so much. Law of Grace. Be your divine essence, dissolve in grace. And then we have even more purple coming out with these gorgeous unicorns, and then some yellow, which we do have a little bit of yellow coming around here. And then a lot more green. So you could have like gifts for healing. You could have a really healing energy about you. Create perfect health, access divine abundance. Okay. And then a little bit more yellow with this cosmic emeralds. Let's see what else we have coming here. And I feel like this this Law of Grace card, what it's really being called for here, be your divine essence, dissolve all in grace. I feel like it's really getting, and especially with you coming out as divine masculine, you know, there is a divinity within you that you can tap into. And I feel like this card is really being called for you to do that. And just really making sure that you're taking care of your health along the way so that you can stay in your divinity. Okay, learning experience with even more yellow and some more darkness going on here. Yeah, I feel like you are a very smart person, and you do have such like a nice light about you, and it's like it's time for you to take some rest, gather your thoughts, gather your composure to really tap into that divinity within you again. And then self-acceptance, yeah. And don't let other people tell you what your truth is. Don't let other people tell you who you are. Don't let other people get to decide all about you without you deciding all about you, because only you have that power. And there's probably some things that you need to come to terms with about yourself and accept yourself and forgive yourself for. And that way you can stop being so hard on yourself. But it does feel like there are some blocks in your energetic field that are happening, and it's really blocking your abundance and your motivation at this time. So those are just a couple things to be aware of. I hope that the information that you got from this reading was helpful. I hope that you enjoyed listening to this message as much as I enjoyed being a medium for this message to come through to you. And I will do another one of these very soon. All right, Pile 1? Bye. Hello, Pile 2. If you chose our beautiful selenite skull along with our Infinite Paths Oracle card, congratulations on making it to your pile. I am going to start this reading by reading the back of this. Explosions of light surround you. You get caught up in the swirls of color and emotion flooding your being. This feels like happiness, but it looks different. You start noticing beauty in everything around you and infinite pathways for your future life. You feel the magic of the stars, the warmth of the sun and illumination of the moon filling you up. It is now that you realize your recent tumultuous journey was only a part of becoming a new being. Well, hello, my being of light, and welcome to your tarot reading. You could very well identify as a being of light. If that sounds like you, congratulations and welcome. We are going to start this reading out by taking a look at what is going on in your aura at this moment, and this moment means whatever moment you happen to have stumbled across this reading. So let's get a good reading here. and see what is going on in your aura at this moment. What does pile 2 need to be aware of? Why was pile 2 drawn to this reading? What is going on with pile 2's aura? Okay, 3 of trees. Aw, cute, the romantic. And sacrifice. Okay. All right, so what I'm gonna say first of all is I feel like the dominant color that's really happening at this moment is yellow, but of course we're gonna see some more colors as we go through. I feel like at this moment you're kind of like, your energy is very whimsical. Like, I don't know if you have a crush on someone right now, and you're just kind of off in like la-di-da-di land daydreaming about this person. You could be a true romantic. You could identify with the lover girl archetype. You could identify as just a hopeless romantic. And then we have sacrifice. So yeah, I feel like you're really hung up on someone. It's possible that you're hung up on someone at the moment. But let's get some more information before we continue. What more information can we get? I feel like you're really daydreaming about building something with someone. Okay, 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Or this even could be just daydreams of, like, you're really focused on building something and you're making actually really good progress. Like, you had a good foundation, you've built it up to the 10 of Pentacles, and this could be like a dream, your dream for the future that you're hoping on building. Now this could involve someone else, this could just be what you personally are working towards, and I feel like there is a lot of sacrifice that you have made along the way. Okay. Yeah, and I feel like the sacrifices you have made have been a little bit of a challenge. Like, you could have completely rearranged your whole lifestyle to be able to build what it is that you want. But I see that it's going well for you. Like, there is a lot about abundance that is showing up in your energetic field. And I feel like you really do you are highly intelligent. You are so smart. It's not even just like book learning smart, it's you have wisdom, you have life experience. That's what makes you so wise. You are just like a wise sage. And I feel like all of this time that you're spending alone, it's so that you can focus on building the future that you want for yourself. And it's like you're making it happen. You really are. All right, let's get some more information here as soon as I find another deck of cards. I feel like you are also a very spiritual person with the Hermit card coming up. The Hermit is a very spiritual figure that likes to spend a lot of time alone, but all of that alone time is it's not necessarily them being antisocial. It's integral to their spiritual development. So it's like you could go out and you know, hang out if you wanted to. There are places you could go to spend time around or with human beings, and it might be that you're just such a being of light that maybe sometimes being around human beings is a little exhausting for you, so you really need to take that time to remove all of those other energies from yourself so you can get the things done that are important to you at this moment. Okay. So we have the Three of Swords coming up here. The Chariot. Strong Cancer vibes coming through with the Chariot, and then I mean, water signs, water energy is coming through for sure with the King of Cups, the Romantic, and then the Chariot being specifically Cancer. And then so far for, I mean, we have so much going on. You could be somewhere on the LGBTQ community. You could, because we have like a lot of like rainbow, like there's a lot of rainbow color that's happening in the Romantic card. There's also this rainbow that's popping up in the King of Cups, but then we have just like basically the full spectrum of color happening here. So that could be something that is significant for you, or you could just not really do like traditional relationships. You could be polyamorous or something like that, or you could be someone that generally has more than one partner at a time, with this Three of Swords coming up here. Yeah. And then as like, if I was to pick like a dominant color, purple is coming through pretty strong here, and then yellow, with yellow being on the sun, but then we have like all of these pentacles and a lot of yellow that's popping up throughout the reading as well. And even if we take a closer look at this rainbow, it is yellow, pink, and purple. And actually I'm feeling like those are pretty much like the dominant colors for this reading. It's not like a full rainbow. And then some blues coming through too. All right. So I feel like you are really focused on moving forward, and there is some sort of block. Like you have come very far in this journey. You went from the Three of Pentacles, which is all about building the foundation of something, to the Ten of Pentacles, which is like you did a lot of hard work. You saw the results of it. You were happy with the results of it. But you want to excel further, and you might be hitting a block here. You might be like, well, why am I not making the same growth that I was at the beginning? Why am I hitting this plateau? And this is like a mental block for sure. And it could have to do with some sort of trauma that is keeping you kind of in a lack mentality. And I do see that you are very much working on not playing the victim anymore and getting out of your own head. And you're making some movement there, right? And this is probably why you're spending a lot of time by yourself, but there is still something, and you're taking it as like a personal thing, and it doesn't really need to be a personal thing. A lot of times when other people hurt us, that has a lot more to do with that other person than that does with us. And other people's actions aren't an indicator of what we are worthy of in this lifetime. Only we get to decide that for ourselves. Nobody else does. All right, let's get some more information here. And I feel like once you get rid of that, whatever mental block it is that you have, and once you come to a place of understanding, and once you explore your emotions and your thought process a little bit better, then you're going to see the forward movement that you want there. But it's like you're kind of getting in your own way at the moment, and there's just a couple kinks. Like, it's not terrible. It's, yeah, it sucks, and it is creating a blockage, and it is a mental block, but it's not the worst block I've seen. It is something that you definitely have the power. I see like so much, there is so much about your determination here. There is so much about what you're willing to sacrifice to get the things that you want and to build the future that you want for yourself, that there's no doubt in my mind that once you step into a higher perspective and come to a higher level of understanding, that you will be able to dissolve that blockage very easily. Okay. Let's see what else we got going on here. Oh my goodness, how beautiful. The freedom of truth. Communicate honestly, be who you truly are. Okay, so then the other thing that I'm getting with this coming out on top of this Three of Swords, this blockage that you're having, this could also, like, it's going to start as a mental block, right? So we have a lot of this purple that's showing up, which symbolizes the third eye, and swords are dominate communication and thoughts, but it's going to start as a mental block, and this mental block is what is preventing you from being able to speak your authentic truth. And you might have a hard time like communicating yourself in relationships, especially with this coming out. Like, the Three of Pentacles is about collaboration and working with other people. And it's like, I feel like you have a problem like asking for help. Like, you, especially with this Hermit card coming out, I feel like you did all of this all by yourself, and you did so much hard work all by yourself. And I feel like what's blocking you now is like your inability to ask people for help, to be like, hey, this is a thing I'm working on, can you please help me out a little bit? And you'd be so surprised that people will be so willing to stand by your side, especially with all of, I feel like with your ability to get so much done on your own, you very rarely ask for help. And then the other part of that is you're also very willing to show up for other people when they need you, but you're afraid to ask for their help. And I feel like there are a lot of people, so like you're doing everything by yourself, and you really don't have to. And I feel like you'd be surprised at all of the people that are willing to show up and help carry you forward, like because then we have the Chariot, right? And I feel like these are the people that can step forward to help carry you forward if you can just learn to speak up for yourself and learn to ask for help. And then we have even more yellow. So you have such a positive energy about you with all of this yellow that's really shining through in these cards. And then we have this beautiful rainbow that's still happening. You are just such a beautiful, your energy really is just so beautiful. And there is like this you have divine wisdom to you. The Hermit, it's the card of, so, okay. The Hermit is like spending time to gain the enlightenment, and the Lantern symbolizes all of the wisdom that you gain in this time by yourself, that you spend with yourself, thinking about the world, how it works, the nature of things, whatever. And then the Sun card really is about like that moment of enlightenment, when that enlightenment hits. And then with here, I feel like it's you sharing your enlightenment to the world, being like, this is what I have learned. And all of these people being like, wow, that's amazing. And you have such a gift. You have such a way of telling it like nobody else can. and you're really being called to just keep telling it, keep telling your story, keep sharing your divine light, keep sharing your divine truth. Communicate honestly, be who you truly are. Yep. It's like you speak the words of wisdom. That's like this throat chakra, and then all of these rays of light. And it's like as you speak, you are enlightening other people. I love that for you. Your energy is just, it's really beautiful. Like I'm actually getting a little choked up. Like that's how beautiful your energy is. You have the light. Yeah. You have the light and you know how to wield it. That's so beautiful. That is so beautiful. And no wonder you chose the sun. Like you're a being of light. You angel. Anyways. Let's see what the next card is. Create your vision. So it's like we have this pathway that is going forward, which is bringing us like even more yellow. We have like, I love all of these angelic wisps that are happening. Like there's something angelic about your aura for sure. And then we have like indigo and blue showing up here. You could resonate as an indigo child because I feel like yellow and indigo are like the dominant colors of your aura. And then I feel like this one with Create Your Vision, it's actually more of a confirmation, like with all of the work that you have done and with how far you are getting ahead. Do what makes your heart sing. You are being nudged forward. Yeah, this is just like keep doing what you're doing. Whatever it is you're out there doing, pile 2, keep doing it because your guides and guardians are absolutely loving the work that you are doing. They are showing up, supporting you in everything that you do and making sure that your pathway forward is clear for you to just walk, just walk your path. Let's get some more information. And I'm getting that you are just like, you are so blessed. You are a truly blessed being. Pile 2. You really are. Intuition and downloads. Yep. I feel like you get so many, like especially with all of this indigo coming up here, I feel like you are getting so many downloads, and this could be like watching this reading could be a download for you as well. And then we have a lot more yellow that's popping through here, and I really do see you as like you have reached a level of enlightenment. And of course enlightenment is an ongoing process. It's not like you're enlightened and that's that. It's like you reach one level of enlightenment, then you continue down the path and you reach a different level of enlightenment. And I see, I don't know what level of enlightenment it is, but you do have the enlightenment coming through in your aura so much. And it's bright. Like it's like the yellow is shining so bright that it turns white in some spots. That's how strong your enlightenment energy is coming through. Oh my god. And then yeah, this kind of confirms like if there was a card to depict what your aura looks like, it's this card. This is what I'm seeing completely. Like there's just a lot of yellow going along, and then a lot of indigo with some blue in there as well, and then like flecks of what I'm gonna say are amber. So yeah, and there is such a special plan for you. Like the universe, that's what's coming up really for you right now, is the universe has such a special plan for you because your energy is so wonderful and amazing. And like you see here how it's like she's making the light flow or directing the flow of light, you have this gift of being able, you're probably a light worker. You have this gift of being able to wield the light in this way. And this is what your aura looks like. It's so beautiful. That is gorgeous. I love that for you, Pile 2. And I feel like even with it is also so similar to the sun card that we had pulled earlier, because we have like all of this light, all of these swirls of light, and we have all of this like swirling motion with the lights here. Yeah, there's a lot of yellow coming through for you. It is bright, it is beautiful, and I love that for you, Pile 2. It is gorgeous. Look at you. Look at you. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, Pile 2. I hope that this was nice for you to listen to. It was so nice for me to read your energy. Your energy is absolutely stunning. It is absolutely stunning, Pile 2, and I love that for you. I plan on doing some more of these energy readings with the cards, so I will have more of these coming out fairly soon. I hope you appreciate this reading as much as I appreciated being the medium for this message to reach you through. And until next time, bye! Hello, Pile 3! If you chose this black obsidian crystal skull, which, I mean, this one doesn't get enough credit either. Look at how beautiful. Look at how beautiful. Such a beautiful girl. Anyways. Along with the Past Lives Oracle card, congratulations on making it to your pile. The first thing that I will say about this Oracle card is the zodiac sign that is assigned to it is Scorpio. So Scorpio could be somehow significant, but we're also going to read the back of this and see if anything here resonates for you. One of the most important lessons learned in the spirit plane is of past lives. It can easily be forgotten on Earth, but it is crucial in understanding the journey of the soul. Each life you have lived is representative of a different awareness you have developed with the world. In each of these lives, you have overcome obstacles and learned invaluable lessons that have given you the perspective that you hold today. Understand this is not your imagination, but rather the distance of a memory, and that you are greater than yourself. In fact, you have many selves and have had many bodies. So you are an old soul for sure, Pile 3. You've been on this earth before. You know what's going on here. You know what this thing is about. So let's get some more information here before I say anything about what I am seeing as what's showing through for your energy. Okay, so we have the Protector, we have the Ace of Lotuses, and we have the Geomancer. So right off the bat, what I am going to say is that there is a good balance between feminine and masculine energy here. If you are married or in a significant relationship, this could be your partner showing up in your energetic field. And you guys, if you are partnered, there is a lot of love between the two of you here that shows up in your energetic field. But this could also be that you are just, if you are single, you are a very balanced person with with what we have going on here, with this being a king and this being a queen. And you do have a lot of love in your heart. I do see an open heart chakra with this Ace of Lotuses here. Let's get some more information. And then I feel like the color that's calling out to me most to point out is the color green, and then the color orange. So I feel like you could be someone that is very creative, but also grounded, stable, but you do for sure have a creative side. A little artsy too with this Ace of Cups, and then we have past lives as Scorpio energy, and Scorpio is a water sign. Water signs can be very, very creative and artsy as well. Okay. No, we had a sticker fall off. That means that there is... I had to go through this deck. It's a new deck. And because of how YouTube is, I guess I'll remove that later. Because of how YouTube is, I had to go through and censor all of the boobies out of this deck. So hopefully, I'm actually gonna pull away from the camera to make sure there's no boobies first. Okay, no boobies, we're good. But I'm gonna have to go through that deck and censor it again, and then remove that sticker from the back of that card. So we have the Wheel of Fortune, interesting, coming out. And then we have on the wheel, we have the symbol for all of the fixed signs. So Scorpio is also a fixed sign. So again, Scorpio really could be significant, but so could any of all of the fixed signs, either sun, moon, or rising. And the fixed signs are Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo. There we go. Is it Leo? No, because why is Sagittarius there? I'm confused. No, it's Leo. Okay. So then we have, so I'm getting not Earth. I'm getting Scorpio, but then also fire signs could be significant here with this king. Oh my goodness. And then the other thing we have is, I feel like a lot of you are in some sort of committed partnership. We have the King and Queen coming out together. So this is the King of Wands and this is the Queen of Wands, and they are next to each other. Interesting. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I feel like I'm really feeling like this pile is specifically for people that are in union with someone, because I'm getting like a fated connection. So it might not be, all right, so here's the other thing. Wait, I spoke too soon. Let me back this up a little bit. If you are in a fated union, if you're like married or in a serious commitment, this is a fated union. The love that is between you guys, your partner's energy is showing up in your energy. Now, if you have not found your partner yet, it's happening soon, because you guys are already energetically attached to each other. Yeah. And honestly, it's I won't really like say it unless I feel really called to, and I'm feeling really called to, with the King of Wands and then the Queen of Wands being here with like with fate being right here as a fated union. It's giving twin flames. And then we have the Three of Wands over here. So there's a lot of fire that's happening for sure here. And then along with green, I'm getting... Green is a dominant color that's coming through. Green and orange, because we have a lot of orange that's popping up too so far. And And you are a person with a lot of confidence. I can see that. And it's not like a chauvinistic or a pompous kind of confidence. It's like true confidence. Like, you know that you are a very gifted person. You know that you are a creature of vast abundance. And that's where your confidence comes from. It's you know your power, you see your power, you respect your power, and you honor your own power. And pile 3, that is absolutely wonderful, and I absolutely love that for you. And then with this 3 of Wands coming out, yeah, so if you are single and waiting to find your person, expect this to happen in the not so distant future with this 3 of Wands coming out. And then if you are in a committed union, then expect this to be a union that goes the distance. So let's get some more information. But there really is just like a lot of love. And then with Scorpio, being the overall theme for this one, it's like, it's a love that lasts through lifetimes. It's till death do us part, is what's that Scorpio energy is giving. So for my single pile 3s, I'm excited for you. For you guys meeting your person, and then for the people that have already met this person, I am also excited for you. Okay, expect good things from this person. Okay, so we have the 3 of Wands. Oh, I'm just gonna say it. Water and fire are dominating this chart for sure. 10 of Pentacles with a little bit of Earth. There is a little bit of Earth going on there, but I feel like what that Earth is more symbolizing is that you are a person of some abundance, and that's your abundance shining through. And not some abundance, there's a lot of abundance, because we have the 10 of Pentacles, but also the Queen of Pentacles. And then strength, so even more Leo energy showing up here. You could be really into cats, or just someone with a lot of determination. And I feel like your determination is what really gives you a lot of strength and to really go the distance in things. Like, I feel like there are a lot of things that people think are like a lot of dreams other people have that seem unfeasible to those people, and it's what makes it mostly unfeasible to them is they do not have the strength and courage to see the project through to the end. And I feel like it could look something like, there could be something that you really, really want for yourself, but you might have to work at it for like 2 years with very little to no result. But you have this tenacity about you where you will work that 2 years, and you'll be like, I'm gonna make this happen because this is what I want for myself. This is what my life is gonna look like. Ain't nobody gonna tell me otherwise. That's what I'm getting about you, and I love that for you, pile 3. I really love that for you, pile 3. Oh, wait, and then we have the 3 of Wands. We have so many repeating things coming out here because we have the 3 of Wands over here. Yeah, and I feel like this is you seeing things through from start to finish. Like, you, at the beginning, started making a plan, and you see things through out to the end, and it's because of your grit. It's because of your determination, and that's why you are such an abundant person. You really work for everything you get. And that's, a thing that's showing up, too, with all of the Pentacles. Like, you didn't just wake up the Queen of Pentacles. You didn't just wake up with all of these 10 of Pentacles. you know, you had to start at the 1, and then you had to work to the 2, and then the 3, and then the 4. You had to work all the way up until you got there, and you did the work, honey, and I love that for you. You took all of the necessary actions, you made all of the plans, you're still planning, and this is a cycle for you, right? So like you'll start, but then, you know, once one plan is done, you take a look at what you have gotten from that, and then you make a new plan, and it's like you've always got something going on, which is why you excel so much further than other people. And I love that for you. I love that determination. It takes a lot of strength and courage to be able to put yourself out there and be like, this is what I want for myself, this is what I'm going to go after, and not care like what other people think about that, and not listen to what other people say about that, to be like, nobody can tell me how my life is going to turn out except for me. I love that for you. Alright, let's see what else is popping up here. And then the other thing with past lives coming up as the overall theme, there is a shift that is happening for you, and it's happening in, you know, it's a really fundamental shift, but I feel like it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Like if you were previously feeling kind of stuck, stagnant, or like under some sort of psychic attack or something like that, that's over. That is over. What's being shown to me is like there is something that had happened, whatever it is, there's a shift, that's a big fundamental shift that's happening in your aura, but it's for the better, which means it's not like a hex or a curse has been placed on you. In fact, it's the opposite. Something could have been removed from you. You could have gotten rid of something finally, and now this is starting a new cycle of abundance for you. Uncord relationships, let go now, forgiveness is freedom. Yeah, and so if you have, what drew you to this reading is am I still under attack? Am I still cursed or something like that? The answer is no, and it's time to let go of that. Be at peace. Know that that's over for you. And then green, cosmic emerald, create perfect health, access divine abundance. Yeah, I feel like now's the time to focus on getting better. But you also have some green popping up in your aura for sure. Because we have, with this 3 of Wands, we have a lot of green. This one, like we have yellow, and then there's like some green surrounding it. Yeah, there's green in there for sure. Okay. What the heck was I looking for? Oh, this deck. And I feel like you are about to come, if you are struggling with your health, I feel like you are going to start to see some improvement there. Okay, so we have cut the cords, yeah. If you feel like something's weighing you down, there's something you gotta let go of for sure, because it's popping up in your energetic field, and it could just be your own attachment to someone. It might not necessarily be coming from another person, but you'll know which resonates for you. And then self-acceptance, and I feel like you're going through some healing that's going to be able to, once you're done the process, you're going to come to terms with everything, and everything's going to be okay. You're really going to be looking like this joyful little angel by the end of it, but to get there, like if we read this how we read in English from left to right, it's like there's a cord you gotta cut, and then once you cut these cords to whatever relationship or whatever attachment you have that's kind of holding you back at the moment, then you're going to see improvements with your health, and then you're going to be this joyful, sweet baby angel over here. And then I would like to also point out that there's a lot of indigo that I'm feeling called to point out. That's like, I feel like if we were to say what your aura looked like, it would be symbolized by this card. Like you've got this really beautiful violet that shows up in your aura, and then there's like some green and yellow that I'm seeing as well. So like if I had to say what your aura looked like, it's kind of depicted in this card right here. Yeah. Alright, pile 3, I hope that you enjoyed this reading as much as I enjoyed being the medium for this reading to come through to you. I love doing this reading. I'm going to do so many more energy readings like this. I might make it a weekly thing, like a weekly energy check-in, because I don't know, I love doing this. This was awesome to channel. And I want to do it again. So we're going to do it again. I don't know when, but we will. So if you enjoyed it, stay tuned for more of these. We'll check in weekly to, if you feel like you are under attack, this will show if anyone is sending you any sort of negative energy. If that's a concern for you, then for sure stay tuned, because I will do some more of these. All right, pile 3, it was a pleasure reading for you, and I will see you soon. Bye.